because I wasn't feeling the best. If you know, you know, as a woman, what I mean, every 28 days. So yeah, Tom was in town, and the acronym TOM stands for, I can't talk today, time of the month. Yes. Anyways, I feel a little bit better today. I still got the burn here that I did a few days ago. And as you can see, my hair looks a little cray because like I said, I wasn't feeling great yesterday and I really didn't like put any effort. So on this live, because it's day 16 of my wash and go, exactly 2 weeks yesterday. It was exactly 2 weeks yesterday. And I'm going to stretch this out until Monday. After this, hippie, that's it. Because my scalp, y'all, and my stylist never recommends that I go past 2 weeks. So that's another thing. Obviously, you need to wash your hair regularly, things of that nature. But I try to, get more bang for my buck to stretch it out. I showed you my scalp to show you that it looks a little bit better. And let me show you the product that I actually use because I didn't show this last time. And it didn't revert my hair. So this is the Ordinary. Oh, let me flip the camera so you can actually read it properly. Hold on. Okay, this is the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors plus HA for the scalp. It's a hydrating scalp serum. You just shake it up, and it has like a milky consistency. Can you all see that? I'll put a little swatch on my wrist so you can see like the texture. There it is, or my hand rather. But yeah, that's the consistency. And I just part my hair and then use the dropper to put it exactly where I need it and then quickly just kind of blend it out into my scalp. And as you can see, it's basically a water type of consistency, but it didn't revert my hair. But you could kind of like feel it reverting a little bit. So as you can see, this part of my hair is reverted, but that's not from that. That's because I didn't wrap it. So usually I'll just take a scarf once I brush it and comb it all the way through and then tie it down for the night. So it kind of helps keep it tamed with the silk press. So if your hair is in its natural state, it won't matter, obviously. But if you have a silk press, that's how I did it. All right. So I've had my hair in this like this crazy looking Bantu knot for the night, y'all. So I'm just now taking it down. It looks halfway decent. And we're just gonna actually, let me not do that yet. Let me finger brush it just to be more gentle. Yeah, as you can see, it smells fine. It just smells like some of the oils that I put in here. But as you can see, the oils are starting to accumulate. It's weighing down. I think I want to do a Bantu knot style. I might do that for Sunday. And then because the weather today is more humid and it's basically expected to rain, I don't really want to put too much effort in doing anything because the humidity will probably definitely get to my hair. And, if I do any type of curls, it's going to fall anyways. Because of the oil that I have in my hair right now, accumulate that. So I think all I want to do is just kind of tame my edges a little bit that reverted. I love this brush, by the way, y'all. It's a really, really good one. And I think it's great when you're on the last leg and your hair is a little bit on the dirtier side. It's easy to rinse and wash, but this is the how do you call it? The there's a way to pronounce it, and I don't know why I can't think of it. The Kamal cosmology. I have to say that because this is a very confusing name to say, but I think it's cosmology. Yeah, cosmology. I actually don't love the name because it's hard to read. But anyways, this is the way that the brush is. It's hard bristles, and then it has a parting point to part your hair. So like it's super pointed for you to be able to do that. Oh, there you go. See, there's part of my scalp looking a little crazy. So I'm also going to take my rat tail comb and just start brushing out because I was actually picking, I know this is going to sound gross, but I was picking at my scalp the other day, or yesterday rather. And so I definitely know I have pieces of my dry scalp kind of like in my hair basically. And just fun fact, y'all, just so I'm very transparent so you understand contextually. Uh-oh, what happened to my string here? Okay, I don't know if you guys can still hear me, but I think my Cam Studio timed out perhaps. I don't know what's going on. Okay, am I back? Okay, I'm back. I don't know what that was. But anyways, I actually pull my hair out. So the area in which I pull it out mostly is back here. So I'm able to kind of be discreet about it and like hide it, camouflage it, if you will. But I'm always in my hair and I try not to be. And it's usually worse when I'm more nervous or I'm anxious. And I shared on one of my recent lives. Feel free to check those out. I'm also creating series and playlists so it's easier. So there is a silk press playlist for my silk press progress and styling. And then the Cook Unity stuff for the meals that I'm trying this week. But anyways, I've shared that I lost my job last week. So I think I've been pulling my hair more because of that. I'm not sure. Just being a little bit nervous. That it's not always due to having anxiety or being nervous about something else. Sometimes I'm just in there because it's a habit that I've had for over now 24 years. Yeah, since high school. So it just kind of is what it is. But right now I'm just kind of brushing out any of the dry residue. Oh, there's a little knot right here from my scalp. And usually a rat tail comb allows me to really get through the strands to do that. So that's all I'm doing. So I just wanted to give you that context in case you didn't know, or if this is your first live that you're catching from me. Okay. And I'm trying to brush through it first with this so that way I don't mess around and break my hair unnecessarily. Anyways, I do have an appointment scheduled for the top of next month, actually, um, right before the 4th of July, but I'm going to have to reschedule that because right now I don't have money coming in. I'm going to have to kind of rely on it, which isn't even a lot. And I'm trying not to freak out and I'm trying to be proactive and do all the things I got to do to secure another job, even if it's like a little rink-a-dink something, whatever. So I have something coming in because just to give you context, I don't know what's going on with my Cameo. All right. I have no idea what's going on with my camera, y'all. It's going in and out. So maybe that's just a sign to wrap it up. But anyways, for context, I am a graphic designer, but I specialize in web design. So I mostly work remote. I don't know what's going on with the camera, y'all. So let's just hurry up and figure out the style I want to do today. Honestly, I think I want to put my hair maybe in a low bun. Yeah, let's do a low bun today. Let me just address my edges. Oh, and I think it's raining now. I can hear the rain. Yeah, and yeah, that's another reason why I think a low bun, excuse me, will make sense for today because um obviously the weather itself. I just feel like it makes sense to have my hair tucked away rather than having it out, dealing with the humidity, all the things. So here's my T3 curling iron. I'm just going to use this to just get my edges back in its silk press form. I'm just holding my hair taut. I'm not trying to put too much heat on it right now because again, we're on the last leg. There's more product in my hair, so I don't really want it to like bake in. Usually in the last week, I'll be using dry shampoo at this point, which I haven't yet. It hasn't gotten that oily, to be honest. But dry shampoo is usually what I use. Gel, I'll start to use, especially if I do any slick backs or ponytail styles like that. And I do want to try a rod set, probably Monday, the last day, or Sunday into Monday. Okay, let me redo this part. Y'all, I don't know what it is. Like when I do my part, it looks like it's even, but then I look on the camera, I'm like, oh yeah, it's definitely not even at all. So let me figure this out. Maybe I need to start like using my nose as a guide instead of winging it. Okay, does that look more even? Yeah, that does. Oh, but it's kind of crooked. Hold on, hold on. hopefully that helped. I think that helped. Okay. And then I'm just going to straighten it from here now. I'm really craving coffee today too. I was craving it the other day. And then the day after that, I was like, oh, I don't want it. But today I want it. So I'm probably going to grab coffee from my coffee shop that I go to. Oh, by the way, this brush, the Cosmology brush, now that I can get the name right, it also helps kind of massage as well when you are brushing and like putting it on your scalp. And I've been trying to do daily massages. I've been pretty good at it for at least 5 minutes, just to kind of help stimulate blood flow, especially since I'm not washing my hair as often while I'm having my silk press. I don't really have a goal to like grow my hair a certain length. I'm just trying to be on top of taking care of it while still being a lazy natural, because that's definitely how I identify. And so far so good. And I cut it. My stylist cut it in November 2022 to like about right here, and it grew like weeds after that. Like it didn't even the bob didn't even last long. So I'm gonna cut it again when I turn 40 or 41. I might wait till I'm 41. So I got a couple years left, and then I want to go super short, like shorter than the lob that I had. And I'll just show you my hair length for context as well, so you can kind of see. So if it was bone straight, it would be like slightly longer, but it's basically bottom of my bra strap length for context as well. But I also got curtain bangs. I got curtain bangs maybe 2 months ago. So it's a little shorter in the front on purpose. So these guys right here are slightly shorter than this. So I got a couple. And I think I want to get layers next. Actually, I told my stylist that I didn't like the curtain bangs because when my hair is natural, it looks super short. And then also when I do my slick backs, it doesn't go that far back and it looks like it's like stunted there. But I do like it though for when I do my curl rods. So I don't know. I got to figure it out. Maybe I'll just do layers. All right. So now that I've gotten that down, whew, I really just wanted to kind of massage my hair. Let's yeah, let's slick this back, I think. I'm trying to decide in real time. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take my boar bristle brush and just start brushing. I'm probably not going to do product. And if I do, it'll be very, very, very minimal. Oh, if you did check out my other live for my silk press styling, I had left that live a certain way and said I wasn't going to put product, but I put a little bit of edge control. I'm going to just show you what it looked like. I pulled it up. So I put a little bit of edge control at my edges and I swapped out my headband. So I did actually switch it up because I decided to step out and I wasn't going to originally. So anyways, that said, yeah, I think that's fine. And then we'll just get this slit back like that. I don't know why this live is taking longer, y'all, because it's not like I'm doing anything special. But I also just needed to figure out what I was doing in general. Let's get those hairs in there. Okay, and I'm bringing it up just a tad. And actually, I might wear a hat today, so no, the lower the better. So I'm going to actually leave it down there. I'm going to tie it, and then I'll take another hair tie to tuck it all the way. Okay, I don't want it too tight because if I do it too tight, I start to get little bumps. Like my scalp can't handle it. And then when it comes to like these little flyaways, like I pulled out before, we're going to do the Hair Stories hair balm. This guy. Let me take this image out. Just to sleek it a little bit without it being too heavy product. Just that much is good. I'm going to see if you guys can, I just want to show you guys so you can see the difference in what it does. It's not going to do anything crazy, but just a little something something. And then take the boar bristle brush to it. Okay. And then we'll do a little bit of edge control. And I'm going to try to like camouflage my burn with my edge control, I guess. I don't know. I'm going to pull out some of the hairs a bit to be able to do that. I'm not really big on doing like crazy baby hairs, y'all. I just don't like it on me. I don't like it in general. Like excessive baby hairs, no shade if that's what you do. It just doesn't look good on me. I've only done it for like exaggeration purposes, for like 80s styles. Like when I used to work for Mac Cosmetics, we had like an 80s launch. So I had the big, gold earring. Like, so basically for costume purposes, but not for everyday, for real life. No. But anyways, I'm going to just do what I can, do what I do. I don't really aim to make it perfect. I just kind of do what I do. I think I'm going to do some sideburns today. Just a little. Okay. Okay, that works. And let me do what I can here. I think I'm going to do a little bit more. I don't actually like that. I don't like that either. I'm going to just bring that back into there. Okay. Okay, I think that's good. I'm trying to make it slightly even, y'all. Sorry. Okay. I kind of, so one thing I realized about me, I like things that don't look perfect. I like things that look more effortless and look imperfect rather than like completely, it depends on what it is, but completely symmetrical. So, case in point, right? It's like my hair, these edges or whatever I'm trying to do right now because it's this burn that's throwing things off. I don't care for it to be super symmetrical. I don't know why I'm like that because I am a recovering perfectionist. I'm gonna actually put this back. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, I think just a little bit. A little bit. That's all I wanted. Okay. Now, I guess this I'm just going to have to figure out with concealer since we're doing light makeup today. All right. So after all that, this is the final look. Yeah, I prefer that. I'm going to use my other, I have another one that has more of a boar bristle brush texture to it. So it's going to be a little bit more rougher. I bought this thinking it was going to be significantly different and better than the one I had, because this one is starting to break. Not really. I actually feel like this was a waste of money, but the one thing is it does have the boar bristle side. So, okay. So there's that on that. I'm going to just tighten this up. Okay. And then we're going to split these. I'm going to do a big twist, basically, and try to make it as even as possible. And then we're just going to wind it and be done with it, yeah. I guess I can secure it with the bobby pin. Okay, let me just show you how I do it. Oh, I think I need to twist it also just a little bit because it's coming out kind of weird. Yeah, there we go. Okay, and this little piece right here, I'm just going to take my little bobby pin. It's a brown bobby pin. I really should just be using a black one, but y'all, I really don't care. This guy right here, right at the end, and then just popping it in there. Okay, does that look okay from the back, guys? Hopefully it does. I don't know. All right, and I'm going to do a little bit of hairspray because I just want to sleek it down. Oh, I did want my sideburns at least. That disappeared. Hold on, let me get it back. And I need some edge control. Hold on. The sideburns I do want for today. Okay, with these, I usually make these imperfect as well, y'all. The cleaner my hair, the better they usually come out as well. I don't know, it's not coming out today. Okay, is that better? I think so. Okay. Yeah, this didn't really come out that great. Let me put a little bit more edge control because if for real is raining outside and this isn't going to do anything. Okay. Okay. All right. Am I bringing us back now? I guess. Y'all, I don't know what I'm doing today. This live is taking much longer than I thought it would. But that's the thing. I decided, like, how do I show up on here consistently without overthinking it? Oh, okay. Just go live. I don't have to edit anything. Just post it and go. Okay. Some of them are short. Some of them are long. Okay. So I guess I brought back I don't like how that looks. Okay. I think that's better. Okay, guys. I think I figured it out. Little dry scalp right there. Okay. I don't want to keep messing with it just because too much tension on your hair is going to cause breakage. And that's actually one thing my stylist told me. When my hair grew like tumbleweeds after he cut it in November 2022, I was like, I don't even do anything to my hair. Like, I'm a lazy natural. I don't do anything to my hair. I don't understand how it grew like this. He was like, it's because you didn't do anything to your hair. The more you do to your hair, y'all, our hair is fragile. It's like fibers, right? The more breakage it's going to cause. So if you want long hair, if that's your goal anyways, that's not necessarily my goal. I just want healthy hair, particularly a healthy scalp because I have a horrible dry scalp. Less is more. So not too much tension, not too much manipulation, and you need to wash your hair regularly. That's what a professional is going to tell you anyways. So yeah, I'm going to take this to spray. This is the Chi Keratin Flex Finish Hairspray. Usually I spray this when my hair is out, but I'm going to spray it because it's raining. So just to give it a little extra protection, and then just brush that into it. Okay, guys. All right, Epi, that's it. That's the hairstyle for today. I feel cute. I feel cute or whatever. Now let's do makeup, just a little bit of makeup. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna wash my hands because I've got product on them and I don't want that on my face. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, y'all. Took too many. Time to do some makeup. Now, I don't want to go crazy today, but today is Fri-YAY. So when I want to feel a little bit more spruced up, I'll do a little bit of makeup. Okay. Now, the thing is, especially as a foreign makeup artist, is we can tend to be like, oh, I'm just going to do a little, and then it ends up being a full face. So I'm going to try to avoid that. And because I already made this live go longer than I intended, I'm going to not talk through much. And so if you happen to be on the live and you have a question, feel free to put it in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to let this music play and knock this out real quick. Sorry, y'all, my camera keeps going in and out. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but anyways, we're wrapping up. And as you can see, of course, I ended up doing more than what I planned, but it is what it is, okay? It happens like that. Sometimes I'll change my mind in the middle of it, but it's mostly skin and a subtle eye. I love this Ilia mascara. It's literally one of my favorites, as you can see. Some of the mascara got on my skin, but that's okay. There's a trick for that. If you aren't already aware, all you have to do is wait for it to fully dry. So what I do is just wait to the very, very, very end, or even when I'm like out the door, and then just take your fingernail or a Q-tip. That's a lot easier, especially if you have some detail eye look, whatever going on, and then just scrape it off. It literally comes off as long as it's dry. If it's not dry, you'll be worse off, child. You'll be blending it into your skin. Anyways, I'm going to just finish the bottom part of my eye. I usually do under eye liner, but that's going to make this look a lot more fancier and sultrier than I really intended it to be. So I'm just going to keep it subtle by just popping on what I usually do without the black liner. So which is brown underneath. So it's the same brown that I use for my bronzers, the same brown that I use for my crease of my eyelid. So it gives it a little something. You see that? And then I'm going to take a more, excuse me, a smaller blending brush with the darker shade, but closer to my eyelid. And that'll give the illusion as if I had something going on there without using black and without using black liner. So this is going to be closer to the lash line. Okay. So it gives it a little bit of dimension. You see that? And then when I put it in the mascara, because the mascara is dark, that'll suffice versus fully using a liner. So that's the alternative if you don't want it to be too done up. Okay, so you see we've got a subtle brown at the bottom, and then we're going to finish it off with mascara to make it have the illusion of liner. And the reason why I love this Ilia mascara so much, look at the wand, y'all. You see this one is more sparse and the bottom is more defined, and it's curved at the top. So I use the curved part, especially when I'm doing the bottom lash, just to really coat it really well. And I usually wiggle just to deposit the product and brush down. And if I need to use that other side, I'll go like underneath to really get it. Oop, I got a fiber there. And then wiggle, wiggle, wiggle before it fully dries. I just twisted it for the curved side again because I like it to be like evenly distributed and not clumpy looking. There we go. See the difference? Or can you see the difference? I should probably zoom in so y'all can see better. Hold on. Let me zoom in for y'all so you can see. No, not that close. Okay, hopefully this will help you see what I'm trying to do here. So curved side, just really getting it on there to deposit the product. And then the defined straight side underneath to load it a little bit more. And then back to the curved side before it fully dries to make sure it doesn't look clumpy and it's evenly distributed. Now, obviously, this is going to be relative to if you have lashes similar to mine or not, but if you do, this helps accentuate it a bit more. See that? Oh, I love it so much. It's so pretty. Okay, one final thing that I think I'm going to do just to brighten up my eye look. Oh, I didn't do any blush. See, here's the thing, y'all. Sometimes when you do really good foundation, let me zoom back out. When you do really good foundation or whatever, you'll notice that like you don't need blush or you don't need highlight. Again, that's all preference though, but that's usually the case for me. But I do love blush and I'm gonna pop some on anyways, and it's gonna be the Juvia's Place Volume 1. And we're gonna do the orange because orange and brown is just chef's kiss. And I've been wearing orange blush for over gosh, it's been years, for over 20 years probably, before it was even popular. But because it wasn't popular back in the day and they didn't have orange blush back in the day, I ended up using MAC's orange eyeshadow for my blush. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, so I was ahead of my time. Unfortunately, I didn't capitalize on it, but there's more where that came from, y'all, in this little noggin of mine. Okay, cool. I think that's good. That's good. Epi, that's it. And for the lip, you know what? Because we have this monochromatic look going on, and because I think it'll have a bold statement, and because of my necklace, which by the way says brown sugar, I think I want to do a dark brown lip, guys. It's gloomy, it's rainy. Ugh, so much for my sideburns. It is what it is. I don't care. Yeah, I think I want to do a dark brown lip. Yeah, especially because I didn't do my brows. I didn't fill my brows in. So yeah, let's do a dark brown lip. I'm just gonna blot my lip product off. Okay, so it's still moisturized. And then which one do I have here? I've got Tootsie and I've got Whatever from Colored Rain. I don't even think these exist anymore, but I think I'm leaning towards Tootsie. Yeah. And these are really old. I don't even think I have anything left of Tootsie though. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so it's not gonna be this, child. Let's do lip bar instead. Yep, I have lip bar in here. Okay. We'll have to do lip bar instead, which is kind of in between to that. And this shade is Savage. I think that'll give me what I'm looking for. Like deep. Yeah, let's go for that. Brown. Yep, and it'll have this monochromatic vibe going on. I'm just gonna mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Let me zoom in because a lot of people ask me how I do this and it's hard to explain. So I'm just gonna show you. And let's put the music back on so we can finalize this. This live ended up being way longer than I wanted. Okay. A darker outer though. Let me see if I can take Tootsie back. I might do this. Okay, guys. Yeah, I wanted a darker outer. It's not exactly quite what I would like, and something's going on where I can feel, I don't know if it's a fiber or what. But anyways, yeah, I think that's the look. This monochromatic vibe. It's a little warmer than my outfit, which is fine. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's spray my face down. Let me grab it from back here. We're going to do the Morphe setting spray, continuous setting mist. And then that's it. Okay, I'm almost out of this stuff, and I actually really like it. Okay. All right, you guys, here is the final look. I love how it turned out. Thank you for joining my live. I went live for exactly an hour, definitely longer than I intended. And with these little sideburn parts that I got going on, I don't know. We're just going to try to rebrush them without adding more product. And same goes for this, just because a little bit of powder, I can tell, got into them. And it is pouring now. So I'm glad I went with the updo slick back. And today my focus is redoing my portfolio. I need to kind of revamp it and re-spruce it and all the things. Oh, one final thing, my nose ring. I usually always go in and just like wipe it down. I know that's kind of gross, but when it gets covered with makeup, it's a pet peeve of mine. But anyways, yeah, I just got to focus on revamping my portfolio so it can be as accurate as possible, because there's so much work that I have not featured on my current portfolio. And yeah, so that's what I'm going to work on today. Hopefully you guys, you have an amazing productive day. I'm actually going to do a quick live before I head out for my cook unity, so check that out as well, and I'll see you on the next one. Mwah!